We've got a very exciting guest, a guest who's making her first interview on live television. If you're wondering who this is, head over to our social media platforms, tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the hashtag Afternoon Express. But if you haven't guessed, it's a dead giveaway. We've got the beautiful Blue in studio. Now, our very first cook-along guest for this year is one of South Africa's jewels, model and reality TV star Blue Mbombo stole viewers' hearts with her striking looks and bubbly personality. She joins us today to chat about how and where it all started. Welcome to Afternoon Express, Blue.
Thank you so much for having me. And thank you for the beautiful
intro.
Yeah, thank you for the beautiful intro.
Well, you definitely are deserving, and I'm sure so many of our viewers at home who are looking and have followed your journey have been dying for this opportunity to hear from you, to see who the true Blue is.
Yeah.
I mean, you started off in the career, in your industry as a model. That is the face that you wanted to put out there. You wanted to be, you know, the brands, going out there, modeling. Fashion is all it is. And if you were to go back and look at that young girl, that young model who headed over to Diamond in the Rough, the reality show, what would you say to her?
Obviously, coming from where I come from, the background that I come from, it's not a lot of people that actually come from there and make it, you know. I'm not saying I'm there yet. Obviously, I'm still climbing the ladder up there. But then I'm very proud of the little girl that, you know, that saw an opportunity, or a little girl that had a dream to become something, to make something out of their life, you know, and just become, yeah, like this person that I am today. So I'm very proud of her.
The leap and jump is absolutely extraordinary. For people who don't know your humble beginnings, where it all started, how did the road to becoming Blue start? Where did you grow up, and how did the family dynamic look like?
I come from a very small town in the Free State. It's called Kutlanong, Odendalsres. A lot of people don't actually know it. Every time I say I'm from Free State, they automatically think I'm from Welcome. No, I'm actually from Kutlanong. I come from a very small family. I have a brother and I have a beautiful twin sister who's always by my side. And we grew up with a single parent, which is my mother, who's really worked hard to ensure that we become what we've always wanted to become and to be where we are today.
Absolutely, and I find a lot of the time, if there is that single parent household, it takes the siblings to come together and kind of help out in every way they can, you know. It becomes more of a partnership and a business where everyone plays their role.
Absolutely.
Growing up, how did that look like for you guys, growing up, supporting your mom, but also wanting to be kids?
I think for us, we've always, like you said, I actually like what you just said now when you say it becomes a partnership. I think, you know, as a twin sister, which I'm actually very blessed to be, you know, you kind of know that you can't do anything by yourself. Literally everything is always, it must always be about you and your twin sister. So the whole thing literally starts from, you know, from birth, where you know that if there's a slice of bread, you guys have to share it, you know. So I think it just comes from there to where I'm a twin, and literally I just know sharing, and literally everything is not just about me, it's about everyone in the family.
I can tell it's in your blood. And of course, you know, nature versus nurture. You've got both coming into play here to build the person that you are today. And of course, as you've mentioned, you've got a twin sister, so it's Blue and Brown.
Tandy and Tandy, right?
Tandy,
yes.
Perfect. And it seems like you guys have such a close-knit bond, such a beautiful, healthy relationship. Your sister's not in the entertainment industry.
No, she's not.
How are you finding that?
Well, it's actually such a beautiful balance because, I mean, first of all, I'm out there. I'm the one that's why I ended up in the entertainment industry to begin with. But it's such a beautiful balance in a sense that I know when, you know, things are not always right in the entertainment industry. Sometimes it just becomes very hard. But, you know, you have someone who's not in the industry, someone that you can always rely on, someone that, you know, you can trust, someone that, you know, when you're weak, they become your strength, you know. I mean, sometimes we just get attacked from no reason on social media, for example.
Trust me, I know the trolls.
Yeah,
I know the trolls.
Oh, gosh, it becomes very hectic. But when you do have someone like that in your life, you know, life is balanced.
Absolutely. I love the support that you guys have for each other. I love the way the entire family has rallied behind you. Has it always been like this? I know starting off in reality TV, it has a lot of scandal, a lot of real core moments that you're sometimes afraid to show the world and, of course, South Africa as a whole. How did they support you in it? At first, were they like, no, my child, don't? Or were they like, go fly?
So the whole thing of me being in the industry actually started from a very young age, where it all actually began with beauty contests. That's what we used to call them back at home. So yeah, it actually started like that, where we would just go to a beauty pageant and you win or you do whatever, but they will always support you. So the support didn't just start now. It actually started from way back when I was still young and I was still trying to see what I can do to become what I am today. And then obviously after that, everything led to another until I ended up on reality shows. And the support has really been just so amazing. And I just love the fact that the support literally grew with my brain as I grew. Like when I was lower, obviously like the support was still there, but now that I'm bigger and I need more support, because the bigger you become or the more you work hard and the more you get to be known, is like, you know, the more you need support, because it just comes with a lot of things. So yeah.
A lot of people do say that it is lonely at the top. When they say when you're at the top of the ladder, there's not so many people that are there with you. So I think that it's so beautiful how you still have the same strong support system that you had way back then, usenza ma-pageant, to now, of course, you are on magazines.
Siwina amadlas.
I know, but isn't that so crazy, where you went from the prize being something small, but you still treasured, to a greater prize, something a lot bigger than what you've ever dreamed. I mean, you went so far as to receiving the Glamour Woman of the Year 2019. That is incredible. I mean, you went from winning a glass to winning the glass statue that is that Glamour Award. How did that feel?
Wow. I think literally everything that's been happening in my life is really just been a blessing from God. Because when you speak about Glamour's Most Glamorous award, it was such a humbling award to receive, because I've always known that I love fashion, I love style, and obviously I'm a model, so I've got the body and personality to carry it. But to be awarded, it just shows that you've been doing amazing. Your work has really been great. But just to add on to that, when you speak about getting awards from like things as small as getting a glass to like getting bigger things, I think the biggest thing that I've ever received in the industry was when I was on Diamond in the Rough, and I got awarded a bursary to study wherever I wanted to study, like, you know, in South Africa. So that's something that you don't normally get it. You know, you have to work hard, or you must be chosen by God to say, I'm gonna gift you with this, and then you must carry it forever. It's not something that you just get. So I'm very humbled and I'm very blessed.
I love that you don't take anything for granted.
Yeah.
It seems like every moment you are present, you are absorbing everything that's happening around you and you're running with it. I mean, people say that favor isn't fair, it's just. And it seems like you are favored, highly favored.
Highly favored.
And it seems like the consistency as well that you put back into your brand is rewarding you in turn.
Absolutely.
I mean, you are so consistent with your looks. You're so consistent in making sure that and your feed, the content you have on your social media platforms and that you have on your online magazine is absolutely extraordinary, world famous. How are you making sure that you've got your finger so closely on the pulse in what's happening in Africa, in South Africa, and of course telling that story through all of your content?
With the content that I put on my social media, to be honest, and I'm going to say this because I'm now called a content curator, or a word that I don't actually like, which is being called an influencer. But I actually don't mind it now. I just don't like it.
Okay.
But it's paid so many bills. I mean, I'm where I am today because of that. It's something that I actually didn't even know that I was putting out like amazing content there. You know,
just
on social
doing you.
media. I was just doing me. I'm posing. I love something. It's cute. Picture, obviously as a model. But then it came across as like someone that's really pushing for like amazing content. And for that, it came with when I got an email last year, which actually was my highlight of 2019, when I got an email from Vogue magazine saying they want me to curate content for the media house, which Content is. And yes.
Congratulations, girl. You say that with such, you know, this beautiful aura, this peace, the serenity. And I think that it's that grounded spirit that keeps these blessings just coming to you. Vogue, girl, that is
Vogue,
huge.
I know. So that was actually very humbling. And also like being at the conference and being, you know, having, being granted an opportunity to have like the one-on-ones with the likes of Naomi Campbell, like all the superstars, all the auditors, the editors of Vogue magazine and other publications under Content. It was absolutely amazing. And that's where I decided that I need to go into something that's just not about me and my social media. Hence, I went to, with Mosaic, and I partnered with some 2 other ladies to be like partner and to be a producer for Mosaic magazine. So
I love that. We're going to continue this conversation behind the kitchen because it's just so filled with such richness, with such trueness and authenticity. We definitely have to keep the conversation going. And I hope that you're going to do the same online by tweeting us at Afternoon Chat, using the hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. Head over to Instagram, just flood our social media. We're looking forward to hearing from you. So after the break, we get cooking in the kitchen with a fish finger feast. Don't miss out.